Judge Judy, Mr. Bass. It appears that you were unfortunately by a fire that was here in California and found a room in the defendant's home, where he was renting 2 rooms in his house. The other tenant that was living there turned out to be little nutty. Would that be a fair statement? Yes. He was actually a very good greater than Judge Judy. I didn't ask greater than, oh, excuse me. Okay, sorry. Greater than Judge Judy. As a result, Opheme being a little nutty. Ether, both of you go to a restraining order against him, and he was gone. Then it is your claim that after this person was gone, this was in January, by the way, of 2018, that you moved into his house, the person who left after the restraining order left in what month and year? Madam, the original tenant was another wonderful rheumatoid, moved because of the hostility of Mr. Miller. Greater than, that's not true. Greater than. The second roommate who was invited in by Mr. Miller. He was arrested on the driveway. Greater than, Judge Judy. Would you just answer me question? I'm confused. As to which one we're speaking about best there subsequently was. Another man who violently attacked us and was arrested inside the home. Greater than Judge Judy. It's just a second. It's a very simple question. You moved in January of 2018 there. Was a room or two turned out to be difficult enough for the landlord? And I don't know whether you joined with the landlord in seeking a protective order to have him removed? Did you join with the landlord? I did. I was violent, greater than Judge Judy. Now, Rue, that's either a yes or a no. Judge Judy, you joined with landlord in getting rid of this other tenant? Now, my question is, when did that take place? I believe that was April of this year. Greater than? Judge Judy, now, after that was anathera maid admitted to your home? Yes. That moved in to take his room. Greater than Judge Judy, in what month? That was in August 1st of this year. Greater than Judge Judy, is that correct? Yes, ma'am. Greater than Judge Judy, and you moved out in what month and year? 10 days ago. Greater than Judge Judy, you moved out in greater than I moved most of my things weeks before. Greater than Judge Judy, in October. Yeah, technically, greater than he's still there. He still has stuff. In his room, he still has stuff in the kitchen. Greater than Judge Judy, but you physically yourself moved out. Greater than, yes, ma'am. Greater than Judge Judy, and you understand, Mr. Bass, that if you have property, I assume you did not pay rent after you moved out. Greater than, no, ma'am. Judge Judy, what day in October did you physically move out? My new rental agreement is dated 27th of October. Saw that would have been 10 days ago. Greater than Judge Judy. So you were there's whole month of October. I wasn't. But some of my property was, and I was coming and going. Greater than Judge Judy. Then you live at there did. You pay October's rent? No. Greater than Judge Judy. What was your rent? $700? Greater than Judge Judy. Did you pay Oggs's rent? Yes. Greater than Judge Judy. So the only rent that you didn't pay was 13th of October. Greater than September. Madam, greater than Judge Judy. You didn't pay September. Either? No, greater than Judge Judy. And you were there in September. Greater than yes. After filing the action and sending several letters certified to him, asking to be relocated and to be compensated for the homage, including violent attacks against me, destruction of my property, an overall hostile environment. The one man you mentioned that was taken to jail. That was the second man who was arrested on the property. He had previously invited another man. A known schizophrenic, Mr. Miller knew had been arrested for violent acts, and was indeed arrested on the driveway while fighting with the police and screaming and cussing at the neighbors. That was before the man that you just mentioned. Ho was arrested inside the house for violently attacking me, saying he was going to kill me repeatedly and to kill my family repeatedly. Even while in custody of the police, he did in fact return and stole my property, vandalized my property to the tune of thousands of dollars, and vandalized his car, let the air out of my tires. This sort of thing with some sort of large knife that used to destroy trees. Mr. Miller and do this to his car door. This sort of thing greater than Judge Judy. Are you finished? Yes, ma'am. Greater than Judge Judy. Good. Greater than Judge Judy. There is no counterclaim here for the 2 months' rent thought you owe the defendant. The $1,400 which you did not pay. You chose to leave. You moved there in January of 2018. And you lived there a year and a half. If you were unhappy with the fact that Mr. Miller was not wiser in his selection of roommates, then you had plenty of time to move. You had plenty of time to find, I assume, since you are an intelligent man. I assume that you have a job, then find someplace else to live. If you feel as if the landlord is not exercising good judgment in the selection of roommates, because he certainly wouldn't purposely invite some bodefit, would vandalize his car chuckles, and rip his furniture. He wouldn't say, "Oh, I think I would like that person to come and live with them," 'cause that's stupid. He doesn't look like a stupid man. He may have just. It's poor judgment. You're not getting $5,000. That's not happening. You owe him $1,400 in rent. But he doesn't have. A con claim. Your case is dismissed. We're finished. Greater than I wouldn't pay him a cent. Greater than, thank you, Your Honor. Greater than Bird. Parties are excused. You may step out.